Hey girl, hey, happy Self-Care Saturday talk. On this week, we are going to talk about some tips to think about before allowing somebody back into your life after they've hurt you. So, we all have people who have hurt us in the past, and some people decide, that they may want to rekindle the relationship with you, and this could be, family, an ex-lover, friendships, whatever. So it all depends, but here are some things to think about before you decide if you want to take another chance in that so-called relationship, right? Or if you would want to even have contact with them again. So I'm talking today more of a family relationship, because I cut ties with a family member about 8 to 9 years ago, and I haven't talked to them really in that long. And so another, person asked me if I would be willing to have them back into my life if they apologized. And I would say an apology is not good enough, right? So here are some things that you can think of that you may want to measure outside of just an apology. Number one thing that I would say to check is, have they been able to take accountability for what they did, what they said? Are they willing to say, yes, I was wrong with doing that, and have that authentically come out, right? Like, yes, that they do see that they have made this mistake, and not you needing to tell them that they did, and they just say, yeah, that's true, right? Like, it's coming from them, and it's coming from their heart that they did have a mistake, and that they do realize that they need to make some changes. Number two is, do they trigger you? How do you feel when you're around them? Do you feel good? Do you feel anxious? If you are on pins and needles and anxious and not like really able to relax, those red flags don't ignore, because your body tells you things sometimes before your brain could even tell you. So listen to those cues with your body. If you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling triggered all the time and things like that. Number three is, do they respect your boundaries? Have you told them a boundary, and are they trying to tear it down, or are they being respectful of what you're saying? If they are trying to tear it down, or say, oh, that's, ridiculous, or, really try to gaslight you to make you feel that your boundary is not important, then that is a huge red flag, and I wouldn't accept that neither. The other thing that I would say is to pay attention to if they've done any work, right? So not only if they are able to take accountability for what they've done, but have they done any healing? Are they going to repeat what they have done because they haven't been able to do any of the healing work to correct that thing, right? So for me, for me to accept somebody back into my life after they have hurt me in whatever way, right? These are some of the major things that I'm looking for. Have they done the work to change? Have they been able to take accountability for what they did? Are they continuing to trigger me and not respect my boundaries? And those are some things that I would suggest for you to look at and say, oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really feel good. They do trigger me constantly. Yeah, they're not respecting my boundaries. Then I would say to you, family or not, that you still need to keep your distance from that relationship, because that's not fostering any good feeling for you, right? And unfortunately, we need to really start doing things for our best interest, not for what society wants us to believe or other family members that wants us to think, that says, you know, blood is family and family, you know, needs to be thick and this and that. I don't really buy that, right? Because sometimes your friends and things like that can be way better than your family. So don't take it just because they're family that you have to continuously take abuse and people not respecting your boundaries and not respecting you. So take that all into consideration before you make your decision. If somebody says, yeah, I'm sorry for XYZ, but all of those other things are not taken care of. Because an apology is just words, and words mean nothing without action. So have them take the action. Have them do the work that it takes in order to become a better version of themselves. Because if they aren't willing to do the work, and especially, you know, even being being able to take accountability for something, because if you can't take accountability for it, you can't change it, because you're not able to see it, right? So think about that and let that be your guiding light too, if you're going to allow, you know, somebody to come back into your life after they've hurt you. So I hope this was helpful, and I really hope that you do the work that it takes to make you feel more confident in making these tough decisions sometimes too, you know? So if this may be a little triggering to you because of maybe a family member or something like that, then I would suggest you to do just a little bit of shadow work. And, you know, if you need any help, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you work through some of these things to better foster and give you more self-confidence in order to make some of these tough decisions to become a better version of you. So I send you love and light and peace, and I will talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.